Good morning, students. Uh, my name is M. Murali Krishna, Assistant Professor, Mechanical Department, Chibrolo Engineering College. Today, I am explaining about what are the different types of production systems in computer-aided manufacturing system. So, you can see there is a two different types of production systems. It is intermittent production system and continuous production systems. So in that manufacturing process, previous classes we are discussing the different types of manufacturing. So in that manufacturing process, we are giving the production departments. So there is a different types of manufacturing and different types of production systems are available. So there is a mechanical manufacturing or mechanical production is there, chemical production is there, electrical production, computer production, pharma equipment production. So there is a different types of production systems. So in that production system, what are the different types we are using to make the products? So these are the different types of production systems. So the first one is intermediate production system and continuous production system. So the intermittent production system, there is three different main types. It is a project production flows, jobbing production flows, batch production. So these are the three different types are involved in the intermittent production. And in continuous production system, mass production and process production is involved in continuous production system. So in that intermittent production system, so it is a intermittent production system, goods are produced based on customer orders. So in that environment we are taking the customer orders, customer what requiring, what type of quality is requiring, what type of object he is requiring. We are taking the customer's orders and customer requirement, and we will move on that order. So these goods are produced on a small scale. So in the intermittent production system, we are making the parts at very small amount of scales. So the flow of production in intermittent system is irregular. So in other words, the flow of production is not continuous. So in that intermittent production system is not a continuous process, it is only a irregular process. So for example, we are taking one order on customer requirement, suppose one bottle manufacturing, or any other a small amount of component manufacturing. So it is only a irregular of production. So in that production, it is a small amount of quantity of production should be placed in the industry. So in that, it is a system of large varieties of products are produced. So these products are of different sizes. The design of these products goes on changing, it keeps changing according to the design and size of the product. So therefore this system is very flexible. So in that intermittent production system, very different types of products should be involved, very different types of parts, very different types of products should be produced in the intermittent production system. So this intermittent production system, so the production is irregular, so it is not a continuous process. Why? Because we are producing the different types of productions in the market. So these different types of products to produced in the market, so the production should not at a continuous process, it is only a irregular process. Why? Because we are maintaining the small amount of product should be released in the market. Okay, so in that intermittent production system, so how the project production flows? So the project production, so there is a three types: project and job and batch production. So in the project production, we are taking the projects about the customer requirement, or we are taking the projects in the government sector or private sector, we are taking the project production. So here in project production flows, company accepts a single or complex order or contract. So the order must be completed within a given period of time and at an estimated cost. So we are giving the tenders, or we are giving any other, and we are taking directly on that project. So these type of projects are flexible to complete the project at estimated cost and during the time period. So in time of period the project should be completed. So that is the project production. So in that project production, for example, the project production flows mainly include construction of airports, to dams, roads, buildings, ship buildings, or any other mechanical equipment parts. So mechanical machinery parts, machines. So these are all different examples of the project production. So it should be completed at estimated cost. If the cost is analyzed, cost is very high, so we can maintain the those different steps to get the tender or to get the direct project. We are, before we are taking the project, we are analyzing those are all different steps. So after the completion of those are all steps, we are taking that project and we complete the in time of that project. So that is the project production. So these are the examples of project productions. It is airport, dams, roads, building, machines, different pharma equipment machines. Those are all projects. So what is a job production? So here in job production flows, a company accepts a contract to produce either one or few units of a product strictly as per specifications given by the customer. So the product is produced within a given period of time and it is a fixed cost. This cost is fixed at the time of signing the contract. So we are taking the customer requirement, or we are taking the industry requirement, or we are taking the company requirement. So we are taking one order. So in that order, what's the amount of cost he is requiring to develop a product, to produce a product, and to get that product in that environment. So what is the period of time it is taking the to complete that product. So those are all steps to analyze and to finish that product. We are getting the information on that after we are taking that job. So in that job we are taking, it should be giving at a period of time and a period of cost. So these steps to involve to complete that job. So here in the job production flows, company accept a contract to produce either one or few units of products. So if we are taking a contract between customer and industrial person, so this contract basis is how much amount of product should be released in the market, what we are requiring, how much amount of product should be requiring. These are all getting in that contract and to sign in the contract for the customer. So for the job production examples is to the repairing shops, tailoring shops, manufacturer or special machine tools. So we are taking the different machine components is there. Suppose for example a mechanical engineer, automobile engine is taking, there is a different types of components are involved in that. So we are taking one order on that engine to manufacture only one part on that engine. So suppose we are taking 1,000 same parts are taking, 1,000 different 1,000 parts are taking to produce and to giving the customer. So how much amount of cost should be requiring, how much amount of time period should be requiring. So that is the job, one job should be requiring on that production. So these are the examples of the job production: repair shops, tailoring shops, and special machinery tools. These are examples of the job production. And what are the different characteristics of the job production? So the production of items takes place in small lots. Sometimes only one product is produced at one time, only at one time. So we are taking the customer requirement or customer support, his order is only one product, it should be giving in only one time. It's a amount of not taking any amount of period of times, any amount of period of objects or period of products we are not taking. If we are taking only one product, and it should be completed only one time on that product. So that is the job production. And the items are manufactured strictly as per the customer specification. So what customer requiring, what customer order, we are taking the customer requirement, it should be completely manufacture the customer specifications and customer satisfaction of that object to be completed and to give the product finally on that customer. So highly skilled labor is required to perform the specialized jobs. So in the job production we are taking the highly skilled labor of labors. So why? Because why we are taking the highly skilled operators is if we are taking only one job, so in that only one job we are taking a non-skilled person, he should damage that part, he should damage that product. So it should be very a cost is very lost, and a high amount of cost should be lost we are taking, and we are putting the unskilled operator on that machine to manufacturing that, so the company should be lost. So we are taking the skilled worker to manufacturing the part. It should he maintain all specifications on customer requirement, he should be completely maintaining the quality of that product, he should giving in time. So we are using the highly skilled labor on that job production manufacturing system. So there is a disproportionate manufacturing cycle time. For example, the time needed to design the product may be more than the manufacturing time. So it is a disproportionate. So there is a disproportionate manufacturing cycle time, and the time needed to design the product, it should be more than the manufacturing time. So we are taking the products on the customer support, there is a different products, sizes is different, products is different. If we are taking one small product and we are taking a very large product, it is a only one product but the size is different. So we are requiring the skilled labor and it should perform at in time on the operation. So those are all the characteristics of the job production. So what is batch production? So in that batch production flows, so the production schedule is decided according to the specific orders or based on the demand forecast. Here the production of items takes place in lots or batches. So we are taking one component or one customer requirement object, so we should complete that product not only one job, it is a batch production. So the batch production means we are forming a persons or skilled laborers are forming a one batch, it should complete only that part. So that is the batch production. So in that production a product is divided into different jobs. Suppose we are taking a car engine, so in that car engine there is a different types of components are involved in that car engine. So we separate that car engine, suppose it is a 200 objects are involved in that car engine, so the 200 objects should be separated. So the one object is giving one batch and another object is giving another batch, so these are all separated to different batches to divide aiding the engine. So these components are divided to different batches and much should be completed before starting the next batch of the production. So after the completion of batch, it should the part is giving to the next batch. So suppose the assembly engine assembly is taking, suppose okay, is making 10 batches, so the one batch of production should be completed, he is giving the second person of the batch second batch, he after he should complete the second batch, he should giving the third batch. So we are maintaining these batches, the work should be completed at in time and the work should be completed at fastly. So these are the batch production. So what are the examples of batch production is, it is the drugs and pharmaceutical, medium and heavy machineries. So in the pharmaceutical chemical companies and heavy machinery mechanical parts are producing the batch production system. So these are the examples of batch production system, drugs and pharmaceuticals, medium and heavy machinery parts. So characteristics of the batch production. So the products are made and kept in stock until the demand arises in the market. So we are taking the customer requirement, what is the demand of that product, what is the demand on that market of that product. So we are taking in that demand, we will generate the parts to the market. We are taking the customer response, we are taking the public response on that product. he is very good on that product, we are increasing our products. So general purpose machines and handling equipments which can do many different jobs quickly are installed. So this is because large varieties of items are to be produced. So if the product should be successful in the market, we are getting more offers on that product, we are involving in more jobs on that product, we are taking more production. So these are all steps involved in the batch production. Once it should be successful on the customer response. So there is a possible of large work in progress due to many reasons. So it is a large work in progress. Once it should be, the product should be developed, or the successful product should be successful in the market. So the work in progress is very large. Why? Because the production customer satisfaction is very important to get the product. So he satisfies our product, so the automatically the production of the equipment, it should be very large. So there is a need for detailed production planning and control. So in that production planning, the production should be increased, so there is a detailed planning occurred in that production planning. So it should control and it should maintain the labors, and it should proper directions and proper systems are maintained to increase the production in the batch production. So continuous production system, so those are all intermediate production systems. So we are seeing the continuous production system. So in the continuous production system, goods are produced constantly as per demand forecast, as the demand and forecast of the continuous production system. So goods are produced on a large scale for stocking and selling. Goods are produced for a large scale of stocking and selling. So they are not produced on customers orders. Here the inputs and outputs are standardized along with the production process and sequence. So the continuous production process means the flow of production should be completely continuous production. It should not a requiring of customer or orders, customer requirement or customer satisfaction, it should not requiring. We are taking the orders from the different industries or different companies based on the different machine parts, we are taking the sub parts of the machinery. So it is a very large amount of parts should be taking in the continuous production operation. So in that continuous production operation, we are produce the parts at every time to produce the parts. So in that continuous production, the goods are produced very instantly as per the demand of the forecast. So in that market, the product should be released and the demand should be very high, so the production should be completely high. So the very good example of the continuous production system is a water bottles. So the water bottle is manufacturing, it should be a continuous production process. Why? Because the bottle it should would be taking in the market, every person or every public places is taking a water bottle and drinking the water bottle after he's thrown it. So it is a one time using of water bottles is there, and some time of water bottles using is there. So this is the continuous production system. So the production should be continuously produced, and it should be stored, and stocking and selling is also available in the continuous production. So large amount of production should be placed, so the equipment is very high, he should be stocked at godowns or storages. So it should be stocking, and that after he is selling the products. So this is the continuous production system. So these are the different continuous production systems of examples of food industry and fuel industry. So the food industry, different food parts, different food machinery. So the food, it should be we release the food on that machinery or machinery parts, products should be released on that food. It should very high amount of food should be released. So suppose water bottle makings or lace making are a very high amount of product should be manufacturing on that food industry. Lace packets are lace packet, oil packets are any other different equipments or different products on that food industry, it should be continuous production should be placed on that food industry. And fuel industry, fuel is also, it is a oils or fuels, suppose petroleum or diesel or any other vegetable oils, also a continuous production system. Why? Because in the environment it should be very less and the production should be very high, so we are releasing the production as very high, so it is very compared to the in our environment and the industry to the comparison of the products. So these are the examples of continuous production system. So you can see the what are the different features of the continuous production system. So the flow of production is continuous and not intermittent. So the flow of production should be continuous, it should not stop any so the product is not available, so the product is not successful, you should not stop the production. So the flow of production should be continuous and it should be not intermittent. So the products are standardized, so it is a standard product. So the best example is our food industry. So the food is it is a standard industry, it is a continuous process. Suppose we are packing the rice on that bags, so it is a continuous process. Why? Because we are producing the rice and we are decreasing the rice on that environment, so we are packing the bags in the rice mills or food industries, oil industries. Those are products are standardized, so products are produced as per quality standards, so we are making the quality products. So the production rate and the quality response is occurred in the art product, very good product are occurred in the public support. So those steps are taking the products are produced very high amount of quality standards. So products are produced in anticipation of demand. So what is the demand occurred in the environment, what is the we are releasing the we are taking product and we are giving the orders from we are releasing the product on that environment. What is the anticipation of demand occurred on the product. So standardization routing sheets and schedules are prepared. So standardized routing sheets and schedules are prepared to make the products on the environment. So that is the features of continuous production system. So in that continuous production system, mass or flow production, so it is a here company produces different types of products on a large amount of scale and stock them in warehouses until they are demanded in the market. So in the market it is a product very high demand, it should be released a very high amount of scale, a large amount of scale should be released into the markets. So the goods are produced either with the help of a single operation or uses a series of operation. So here a series of operation occurs, the product should be prepared and the product should be preparing a very high amount of stock and a very high operation occurred and very high amount of large amount of product should be released and selling and getting the orders from the market. So those are the examples of mass production systems is toothpaste, soaps, pens. So this is the best example of the mass production, toothpaste, soaps, pens. Why? Because it should be a regular components, regular products we are using on the environment. So toothpaste also we are using regularly, soaps are so using regularly, pens are so using regularly. So these are all components we are using regularly, so it should be less and we are getting the products on the continuous production systems or mass production continuous production systems on that market. So it should release a very high amount, he should store and he should getting the he should release the environment on that products. So the examples of mass production flows is toothpaste, soaps, combs, pens. So these are the different examples of mass production system. So the characteristic of mass production flows is there is a continuous flow of production. So the mass production is a continuous flow of production, it should not stop anywhere in it should not stop. The product is not delivered, the product is not satisfied to the company. Those are all not taking there is a continuous flow of production. However, this depends on the demand in the market. So we are taking the demand on that market. So we are releasing one product, we are releasing one soap, we are releasing the one food oil. What is the demand on that product? We are taking that response only to give the production on the product. So here there is a limited work in progress. Some companies were taking so many food orders or so many oil productions. There is a limited of stock we are requiring. Why? Because what's the demand he is requiring, what's the demand of that market. So this process is taking and limited of work in progress. And supervision is easy because only few instructions are necessary. So in that mass production system, few amount of instructions to be taking in the demand of that product. So the material handling is done mostly by machines, conveyors, automatic transfer machines. So the material, the product should be completed at only on conveyors, automatic machines, and automatic transfer machines or automatic chain systems of the machines. It is a all mass production system, and the flow of materials is continuous. There is a little or no queuing at any stage of production. The flow of material should be continuous. Production is occurred in the mass production system. So the process production flows. What's the process production flows means? It is a single product is produced and stocked in warehouses until it is demanded in the market. So the flexibility of these plants are almost zero because only one product can be produced. Examples: it is a steel, cement, paper, sugar. So we are producing in that product. It is a continuous production system, but we are taking the demand on that market. It should be the flexible plant should be almost zero because only one product can be produced. So in that product is a cement is a only one product, steel is also a only one product, paper is also only one product. So it is a very continuous production system. We are getting the demand on that market, so the production should be very high on that production system, but it is a only one product on the process production system. So in that process production system, different examples are there. So it is a steel, cement, paper, sugar. These are the different examples of the process production flows. So what are the different characteristics involved in the process production flows? It is a highly mechanized system for handling materials. So we are handling the materials. It is a highly mechanized systems, and highly components are very highly machined, and different parts produced to make the mechanization is very important. And conveyors and automatic transfer machines are used to move the materials from one stage to another. So we are using the conveyors, so the product should be moved at one place to the another place. We are using the conveyors on the process production system. And the low skilled operators. So in the continuous production system, we are requiring the low skilled operators. So we are not maintaining any skilled operators, any skilled observers, any skilled workers on the continuous production system. In the continuous production system, we are requiring the low skilled laborers also, and skilled technicians also required. So both are skilled operators and low skilled operators are both are required in the continuous production system. There is very less work in progress because material flow is continuous. So the work progress is very less. Why? Because it is a continuous production system. So in that continuous production system, work in progress it is a very less compared to the intermittent production system. So the production planning and scheduling can be decided well in advance. So the production planning is very advanced in the process production system. So the full of production is designed in the produce only one specific type of item. So in the process production system is only one specific item is produced in the process production system. It is compared to um, it is compared to mass or flow production system. So it is compared to mass or flow production system. There is a different types of components are produced in that continuous production system, but in the process production system we are requiring only one specific item is produced in the process production system. So thank you guys, thank you.